Hello everybody, my name is Suman Dua. I am a registered migration agent at Nationwide Migration and Education. We understand that it's very important for your parents to be here in Australia with you, especially during these pandemic times. So we are creating this video regarding the parent visas, and we are also offering free consultations to anyone who would like to see if their parents are eligible for any of these parent visas. So there are actually few types of parent visas, and we understand it is very confusing for you to understand which one is the right one for your parents. I will briefly talk about each of these parent visas, and probably you can book a time to speak to one of our registered migration agents who specializes in parent visas, and we can help you to find the right visa for your parents. Now let's look at the type of parent visas. So there is subclass 103, which is a offshore parent visa. So the parents do not need to meet the age requirement in this one, and it's not an expensive visa. Then we have also got subclass 173, which is the contributory parent visa. It is the temporary stage, and it is for parents who are located outside of Australia. And then we have also got subclass 143, which is the contributory parent visa, which is the permanent stage. Then we have got subclass 804, which is the aged parent visa, and it is a onshore visa. We have also got subclass 884, which is the contributory aged parent visa, which is the temporary stage. And then the permanent stage for this visa is subclass 864, which is the contributory aged parent permanent visa, and again this is a onshore visa as well. We also have a temporary visa which was recently introduced, subclass 870, and this visa can be granted for 3 years or 5 years. Now let's first look at what does the onshore parent visas mean and what are the subclasses. So the subclasses for these visas are 804, which is the aged parent visa, then the 884 and the 864, which is the contributory parent visa. So these visas can be lodged onshore. So the applicant needs to be in Australia when the application is made, and the applicant is also granted a bridging visa A to stay in Australia until the decision is made on this application. For the onshore aged parent visas, the applicant has to meet the age requirement, which is currently sitting at 66 years and 6 months. As long as one of the parent meets this age requirement, they can lodge this aged parent visa onshore. Another requirement for the onshore visa is that the applicant needs to be in Australia when a decision is made on their application. Also note that for the aged parent visa 804, which is the non-contributory parent visa, the processing time is usually longer, and the processing time for the contributory aged parent visas is about 6 years. Now let's look at the requirements for the offshore parent visas. So the offshore parent visas are subclass 103, which is the non-contributory parent visa, and it usually has a longer processing time, could be up to 30 years. Then we have got 173 and 143, which is the contributory parent visas, and these are offshore visas as well. However, with these visas, the applicant can be in or outside Australia when the visa is lodged, but there is no bridging visa A that is granted when these visas are lodged in Australia. Another main requirement for offshore parent visas is that the applicant has to be outside Australia when the visa is granted. With all these permanent parent visas, the child has to be an Australian citizen, permanent resident, or eligible New Zealand citizen. And the applicant's child needs to be living in Australia for a minimum of 2 years. The parents also have to meet the balance of family test. So what it means is that the parents need to have 50% of their children living in Australia. With all permanent parent visas, the parents have to meet the health and character requirements as well. If currently your parents are onshore, maybe on a tourist visa or have recently extended their tourist visa, and they meet the aged parent definition, which means that they are 66 years and 6 months plus, then they can look at the 804 parent visa. This is a non-contributory parent visa, and a bridging visa A is granted until a decision is made on the application. So your parents can stay with you in Australia on a bridging visa A while a decision is being made on their application. If you are looking for a visa with a shorter processing time, then you could look at the contributory aged parent visa, which is subclass 864. So the processing time for this visa is about 6 years, and one of your parent also has to meet the age requirement, which is 66 years and 6 months. We have also seen cases where parents do not meet the balance of family test, or maybe they are not ready to wait too long or spend a lot of money on their visa. Then they can consider 870 visa, which is a temporary parent visa. For this visa, the parents do not have to meet the balance of family test, and it also has a quicker processing time. Usually this visa is lodged offshore, but we have seen that many applicants have got a waiver to lodge this application onshore. This visa can be granted for 3 to 5 years, and your parents do not have to travel outside Australia during this time. And like I said before, we are offering free consultations for parent visas because we understand that it is very important for you to have your parents stay in Australia with you long term. So I will be leaving a link in the description below where you can go and book a consultation with a registered migration agent who specializes in parent visas. In the consultation, we can discuss which visa might be right for your parents and the eligibility requirements, the processing times, assurance of support, and the application fees for each visa. If you have any questions, please get in touch with us. Stay updated about Australia's immigration. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel.